Hello friends and welcome to bsptrainings.com. My name is Amit and today we are going to do one interesting analysis called revenue band for 12 months. I'm going to show you this analysis in OBIEE12c. So what exactly my business would like to know? Let me show you over here. They like to see last 12 month revenue and you see the band over here. This yellow band says the last 12-month revenue where my revenue is greater than average revenue. This is a starting band of my, which start with yellow color. All the month revenue which is above this line is above revenue, above average revenue, and this is below average revenue plus 10% plus 30%. So my business user like to know the months where my revenue was above average and below certain value. So I use average plus 30% of it. This is some of the common analysis which business user would like to know. Okay, so I could see it very clearly. The beginning of the year, first 4 months, my revenue was below average, but next 6-7 months, my revenue was above average. Towards the end of the year, my revenue was below average, and the revenue which fall between these two yellow band, it's above average and below 30% of the average. Okay. So let's see how to do this analysis. So in order to do this analysis, I'm going to create my completely new, I'll create new analysis sheet. I'm using Oracle sample application called sample FV511, and I click on new and create new analysis. Okay, and I'm using sample sales. So in order to do this analysis, I need revenue and okay. So in order to do this analysis, I'm going to use sample sales sample apps V511. It's built on top of Oracle 12c. I click on analysis. I'm going to build a new analysis on sample sales. So I need to take 12 months. So I do have a dimension over here, time, and I'm going to use a month over here. Okay, and I'm going to take a revenue. So which is my base fact, revenue. And I like to confine my view for 1 year. So it should be 12 months for current year. So I don't have data for current year. So for the sake of testing, I take some other year. I'll take 2012. I apply filter on 2012. So I would have 12 months of revenue now. 12 months of revenue. Okay. Now I like to add average revenue and average revenue plus 10%. In addition, 12 months of revenue. So I take an average function on revenue, apply average function on revenue. So I click add revenue once again and go to the formula, added formula, and apply simple average function. And I call this is average revenue. They are statistical financial elements. I name them. I'll drag and drop revenue once again, but this time my revenue is going to be revenue plus 30% additional. So I multiply by 1.30 in order to create a band. So I call this as this is statistical financial element, and this is average revenue plus 30%. I'm going to visualize this. Formatting part we can do later. So you have 12 months of sales, 12 months and their respective revenue, average revenue and average revenue plus 30%. So I'm going to delete this table view and add a chart view because I like to show in a chart. I use a line chart over here. So you see by default, two line appears. This is average revenue and average revenue plus 10 plus 30%. This is one way you can highlight average revenue and average revenue plus 30%, but I like to show this as a band explicitly. So you can click on edit. There's a property option, group to properties. chart property, under scale, there's a scale marker. Select scale marker, click on new scale and use a range. So I would call this average revenue range. And the lower value would be, I use a column name as a low value. Column name is average revenue, and the high column name, the upper boundary of my range, is average revenue plus 30%. Color you can give of your choice. I would be giving yellow color, which make it easy to understand. And here it is. It is up to you, like to keep this line or you want to remove it. I'm not finding it so appropriate, so I'm going to remove these two lines, which is revenue, average revenue, and average revenue plus 10%. So drag and drop, put into the exclude section. So now this is a band. When you look at this band, this makes sense to your business user. You can clearly identify for May, June, and May and June, my revenue was above average and below above average plus 30%. And all the months starting from May to September, my revenue was above average. You can change the view type, the line type as well. On the property section, if you like to use, you can use line type as a step line. In addition to this, you can make a step line as well. So this could be one view where we can clearly see which month your revenue was above average and below our average plus 30% of it. So this is how you can create a band and make your chart more meaningful and interactive. Subscribe to your YouTube channel and access more videos. Thanks for visiting BISP site and watching our video.